And there we go. All right. So we open on the Solar Star, having successfully left Spaceport America in the rearview mirror, and having rescued Romani once again from the perils of being Romani.
Okay. Captain is going to call a crew meeting in the mess hall.
Family meeting.
Have I been let out of the brig yet?
How much time has elapsed since you've been in the brig?
We're going to say we give it some time to put some space between Spaceport America and Solar Star there. So we're going to say it's been, give it like 4 hours or so.
That keep finding ice cream everywhere. How did he get in there? I don't know. Why was he in there? I don't know. This could be a lot of angry women, though.
So I might even. I probably am in the over.
Well, I would say you're awake by this point because you've got all those bonuses for being Martian. So for your thing there, yeah. Well, it knocked you out. You healed pretty quickly, so by this point you're very much awake. You've got yourself a pretty good sized headache, the Martian equivalent of a hangover. You've been on a bad trip. It's just not working out in the aftermath of that. But you're very much awake.
Okay.
Of course, you don't have your armor or your weapons or anything like that.
Right. It just depends if the captain is willing to let me out of the brig for this family meeting or not.
Yeah, Captain calls family meeting in the on the Solar Star there.
All right. Been noticing some trends, and I'm setting down some spaceship rules. Rule number 1, no chocolate is allowed in this ship at all.
I highly and heartily concur. Very nicely done, Captain.
I don't say anything. I just shoot him a look like, shut up.
I smile.
Rule number 2, Romani is not to go anywhere without an escort.
Make sure you specify that.
Cookie, that's your new job.
You see his shoulders just kind of sound like, yes, sir.
Okay, science department. No unauthorized experiments. No plutonium. Jimmy's under strict orders not to get anything science related without checking with me.
Captain, if I may.
No, you may not.
No questions and comments. Wait till the end of the meeting.
Commodus kind of nods.
And I look at the other science officer we had.
Dr. Yuri. Of course, Captain.
Yes. So hopefully with the implementation of these rules, the ship will run a lot smoother. We won't run into these complications all the time. And return to duty.
Yes, sir. And kind of ripples to the crew and
salute.
Yes.
You're still on sanitation duty.
Oh, but we helped rescue Romani. That worth something?
Yes, it is. But you're still on sanitation duty.
Fine. I'm on tag. Kind of trudge off.
As they walk past me, he holds out 2 toothbrushes.
I kind of let you like, thanks. Appreciate it.
I endeavor always to be of assistance to fellow crew members, of course.
Kind of look at you and let they walk out.
So, Captain, if I required a quantity of ceramic, would that be considered a matter of some scientific? I mean, it's ceramic. They make
what are you using it for?
pottery out of it.
What is the use of it?
A few minor semiconductor parts that is always required. I mean, your ship positively runs on them. Certainly, you can provide me a small quantity for my uses.
When you need ceramic, you have to submit to me what the end product is. Be specific.
If I were perhaps going to design something that would be of use to the ship, perhaps.
That is not specific. That is what we call broad and general.
Are high energy pulse lasers that could be used for the main cannon for the ship, perhaps.
Who is our mechanic, actually? Eddie. Tell you what. You provide Eddie the specs, and I will take it under consideration. But right now, I don't want to be in this room anymore with you. He just leaves.
Thank you, Captain. And as usual, you've demonstrated spectacular leadership skills. I commend you. Simply spectacular. Did you see it? Did you see that? I saw that. Thargan would be simply stunned, speechless even. Of course, his head hurts too much to be speechless. Luckily, I am not. Perhaps I should. The captain needs to know that he is appreciated. We should throw him a party. Or a celebration. No, a party is too banal, too mundane. A celebration. Something commemorating the date of his birth. Can that be like a shipwide holiday, perhaps? Actually, at this point, he's really talking kind of in Cora's direction because he hasn't left that immediate area yet. What do you think, Cora? Something commemorating the birth of the captain?
Captain's
gone. Captain's disappeared?
Yeah, where's Cora?
We're on the bridge where she always is.
Oh.
Well, that's where we are. Oh, no, wait. She fled?
Yeah, there was an MS out of meeting.
So I'm staying there alone. Ah, well, I must take this matter into my own hands. I must find Thargan. We must begin planning immediately.
Do not wish share a birthday party.
Huh? What?
Oh, I just from the Orville last night. At the beginning, Bordas and Kelly had birthdays close to each other, and she goes, "Do you want to have a combined birthday party?" I do not wish to have a combined birthday party.
I just finally watched the first episode of the Orville. So I'm like, this is a weird show. It's like It's like the mockery of Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first episode is a rough one. It gets much better after the first episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right. And then
Trying
I'm looking
too
at
hard.
it and going, okay, it's clearly meant to be,
Oh yeah.
The Federation. And then on the other hand, there's the absurdistness that comes from the creator of the show, and like, okay, this is far better than I thought it would be. It's weird because I've not watched a sci-fi comedy without a laugh track before. It's very odd.
Yeah.
And for about 10 minutes, I couldn't figure out what was missing. I'm like, oh, there it is. Okay.
By episode 2, they quit trying too hard and just let the comedy happen instead of trying to force it, and it shines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and I did get the feeling they were trying a bit hard. Some of the actors, it's always weird to me when they cast a certain kind of black male actor who is supposed to act a certain kind of way. It irritates me because I'm like, yeah, okay, gee, I haven't seen that joke before. And I try not to roll my eyes while I'm sitting through it. But it's the same every time. It's like, really? That never gets old? Since the 1960s, it never gets old? Really?
Right.
You can retire that trope anytime now, guys.
Yeah, so.
I do say that they do something with that character, though. Later.
Yeah.
Good. Very good. So anyway, yes, Thargan glides. I'm sorry. The prince glides off to go check on Thargan.
Well, I find Thargan in the brig. Got a guard standing outside of it, of course.
I walk in. I'm carrying a very, very large wrench. One of these. And insofar as he can glide by having it sitting on his shoulder as he comes through the doorway, he greets the guard. Hello. And then he glides over to Thargan's cell, to his cell.
I don't think Thargan even either hasn't noticed or hasn't. He definitely has not acknowledged the prince. His head in hands, staring at the ground.
The prince takes the wrench, looks lovingly at it, and then smashes it repeatedly against the bars. Thargan! 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 Can you hear me?
Thargan screams in pain and agony. But he is a military warrior, and his prince is calling him, so he will regain his composure and stand up. There is an obvious grimace on his face, but yes, my prince, I am ready. What have you need of me?
He takes the wrench, holds it out to the side, and drops it on the bulkhead floor.
There's a flinch.
Clang! Thargan, I'm hoping that you can hear me when they ask you the following questions. Do you know what you did wrong?
I did not research the ingredients of their road of rockiness well enough before I enjoyed it.
Do you understand now why we do not eat that?
I am very clear on it, sir.
Are you certain?
Very much so, sir.
I do not know. Perhaps the wrench of turning should be utilized in order to help educate you.
I am very well educated. Do not need any more turning.
He drops the
My
wrench.
noble prince. Since I think I'm going to refrain from all earthen foods for a short time.
Mm.
His cultural experience has been very educational.
Your enlightenment is usually of no great interest to me, Thargan. I require you to kill things. However, in this matter, it is necessary for you to understand that you should refrain from the road of rocks. I have a bucket of flowers for you. You will wear them. Adorn yourself with them. Something pretty.
Yes, my prince.
You will wear them for a month.
Yes, my prince.
I believe they call these pansies or something like that.
A quite noble name.
No. Shame flowers. Thargan, shame flowers. They are shame flowers.
I see.
Delicate, disposable, easily killable things adorn you. Yes, Thargan. You must understand.
It will be as you say, sir.
They will be waiting upon you when you are released. You will stay in there another 3 hours.
Very well, sir.
He turns around.
I do not wish to keep you from anything.
He glides back out. Yeah.
Once you leave the room and out of eyesight, I think Thargan collapses.
Thargan.
And he can't say anything.
The prince comes back, grabs the wrench. That might be useful later. Leaves again. Upon reflection, the wrench of turning, that might be useful. All right, that was fun. Now I had to find the captain.
To some.
Must not do that again. Naughty Thargan. Naughty Thargan.
Spray a little water in the face.
I keep a water bottle. Mine's filled with carbolic acid. What's your water bottle filled with? Training Martians can be challenging. Get off that counter. Squirt, squirt, squirt.
Did we lose Bryce?
Don't eat that.
Stop eating that.
Right.
We did.
He's holding that expression very still, very well. For quite a long time.
Yeah, I think we lost.
Yeah.
Oh, well, darn it. Darn it, darn it.
We returned before.
Oh, yep.
There it is.
Confirmation that he's gone. He disappeared.
Correct. He returns before it quits going live.
Mm-hmm. So, well, are we still live if he's gone, if he was the one who initiated it?
For a certain amount of time, and then it times out if he's not present, if the host isn't present.
Okay.
But I think it's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. I don't know.
Oh, doggone it. What did I do? I misplaced many of the plot hooks that I had for Shadowrun.
Uh-oh.
Oh, great. That's not good.
Well, there is much evil that has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Glorious.
Glorious, glorious happiness. That is the evil. Drat. I bet he had to reboot his computer or something. Let me go find my cards.
So, William, have you watched any of this year's Orville?
Yeah, I think I'm on, because I watch it on Hulu. I'm usually about a half week behind.
Okay.
I'll watch this new one this weekend.
So
yeah, the last one is what's her name left the crew, the security guard.
Okay.
I'm drawing a blank on her name, but
yeah,
because she went powerless and then went back home and all that.
Yeah, I think that was the first good episode of the season. I think the first two were like, and
They were still getting into the stride of things. I think, yeah. Felt a little off. But yeah, that was the first one that really seemed to have a substantial story element.
Yeah.
Yeah, without out any details, I really enjoy how it will sneak up on you as far as like some of the like topics they deal with. Because it's a comedy sci-fi show, and then all of a sudden they're dealing with like a really serious topic or something. Like, whoa, okay, that came out of nowhere. I didn't expect that to happen.
I've been watching a lot of Travelers. I finally decided to watch it. Yeah. Actually, I find the one where was it 0115? He's the old guy who was put into the body of the young guy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He's
like the security guy.
He's like the oldest person ever.
Yep.
Like
that. But the body of a high school student, I think.
Yeah. The body of a high school student.
Yeah.
That has been interesting to watch because he's pulling off the whole I'm an old man in a young man's body really well.
Yes.
His
commentaries on life is not appropriate for a high school student.
Who is ostensibly 17 years old, which is
yeah,
okay. I'll just have to ignore the fact that you look 23.
True.
But 17, okay. Canadian.
Beverly, 90210. I can get over that. That's
exactly. Yeah, I was. Yeah,
sure. You're a high school student.
We'll just go with that. But it's kind of intriguing. He's my favorite to watch, even though all of them have all kinds of weirdness.
How far are you in the first season?
I've watched all of the first season.
Okay. My favorite dynamic is and I'm awful on names, the doctor traveler and the non-traveler guy that was the counselor, her social worker.
Yeah.
That dynamic between them, I love that. That's my favorite part of the show.
That guy is a really good actor. He's actually hysterical because he, at one point in the second season, he says something like, he goes, and it was a really serious scene where she kisses him kind of experimentally, and he's like, don't do that. He's like, and then he goes, because he's prone to blather.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I want you to want to, boy, that sounded like a bad 80s song. And he said, then he goes, because when we make love, that's like the best 10 minutes. 30 minutes that I
Yep.
Sorry, Bryce, we wandered off while you were away.
Yeah, sorry about that. For some reason, these days the Google Talk plugin likes to just occasionally decide, I'm going to create a kernel panic and crash your computer.
Yeah, I kind of figured something bad had happened.
So then I had to wait for it to completely reboot.
Yes.
Oh boy. Yeah.
My apologies. How much did you miss?
Let's see. The last time you had just got done talking to Thargan and he collapsed.
Okay.
After you left, and then all of a sudden I was staring at the boot up progress bar of my computer.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I went back, got the wrench, the wrench of turning, and then what happened after that?
You were gonna go talk to the captain?
Maybe. I was probably just gonna plan the captain's celebration.
Yeah, you're planning celebration, and Thargan had to wear a outfit of chain panties for the next month or something like that.
I believe they wear pansies.
A bucket full.
A bucket full.
Yeah, it's an interesting next scene.
You will only wear 10. You must keep the others alive. If you do not know how to do so, you will research it. Shame flowers. That is like the best.
You can spend experience points in getting horticulture.
There you go. Gonna take the asset green thumb. I'm a master gardener.
So the
All right, so
like Cora, we just need a straight out cargo run. Things have been complicated lately.
Really? You just noticed?
Here's just those Martians got aboard.
I mean, the fact that your crew member wandered off.
Exactly.
People, I mean, come on. Yeah. Not the Martians' fault.
He blames the Martians for everything. I do not like this particular food. It's those damn Martians.
To be fair, that's probably a safe way to go, to blame the Martians for everything. It's got a good chance of being correct.
It's not so much mischief. It's like mischief finds us.
Right.
So I have a minor trait, friends.
yes.
So I could contact one of my said friends, see if got any good cargo runs.
All right. So yeah. So you bring them up there on the speaker. Give them a good air appropriate name. We'll call them Mac. Like, hey, Clive, long time. What can I do for you, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, Mac?
Oh, times are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Span across the solar system. A lot of people need things moved from point A to point B.
Wow, that's good. I'm looking to move stuff for somebody.
Really? The cargo game, huh?
Oh yeah, cargo passengers. Need a nice easy run though.
Well, how far out you looking to go? I got stuff going all over the system. You looking to push out towards Jupiter, or want to stay local?
Yeah, well, we just left Spaceport America.
It's a good place.
Yeah. I guess we could bypass Mars, and if you got anything in the belt.
Well, see here. Kind of looking through them. You kind of rushing ahead. It's like, well, as turns out, yeah, I got them. Let's see here. Yeah, I've got some nice, easy milk run. It's a load of supplies. It's heading out to bring up the. Let's see. Bring up the belt book here real quick. Let's see.
And I don't see it reflected in your glasses at all.
Not at all. Not at all. It's stealth.
No, it adds to sci-fi. It's like you're looking it up in your glasses.
That's right. This is Google Glass. It's still here.
You never gave your sample. You never gave yours up.
That's right. No, it's mine.
Mine. I'm gonna keep using it. People fruited out about those and then turned right around and bought those stupid looking glasses from that one company that had like no market value now. Was it Instagram? Not Instagram. It's like
the Snapchat. I think they put out some kind of glass there
where they could take pictures. Wait, hold on. What were they afraid of with Google?
All sorts of stuff there.
Oh, it's different because it's Snapchat. And
it's completely different.
Followed by and I look good in these. Oh, okay, because they're bright canary yellow. Right. Okay.
They're better. It's not Google, right? It's good.
They're better. They go with my yellow skinny jeans.
Look, the influencer said this is a good thing.
That's right. That's right. I was told this was like cutting edge technology and fashion. Uh-huh. All right then. Whatever.
I must be unique like all my friends.
Exactly.
Right, just like that.
Me and do you realize it was only like a limited run? I mean, there were only like 20,000 pair that was sold last week. I had to get them.
Excuse me.
Uh-huh. I have to take a picture of that guy right there. Click.
Click.
Did you ask his permission, by the way? You didn't? Oh, wow. Hey, it's strange. No one can tell that you're taking pictures with those, can they? Odd.
Not creeped out by that.
No, that's not problematic. No.
The terms of agreement. Just like do that. Yeah, right there.
It's right there.
Yep, got it right there.
Oh, no, guys, watch my glass.
It's all perfectly legal. Uh-huh. Yeah, gotta love hypocrisy there.
All right. So yeah, you rush on. It's like, well, I've got them. So happens I've got a load of them. Supplies going out to Maven Haven out in the Belt.
Maven Haven, really?
It's what it's called in the book.
Sounds like a wrestling.
I'm sorry. That's hysterical.
It's definitely a little bit off the beaten path. It's one of the larger settlements there. It's a little bit of backstory. I mean, you guys would know this being veteran spacers there. It's one of the largest communities in the asteroid belt. It's actually 5 asteroids in close proximity. They kind of orbit a central point. The series of settlements, a series of domes and whatnot there that have been kind of haphazardly settled as things have kind of expanded there. It is known for there being kind of a base of pirate activity, although Maven Haven itself is kind of neutral ground, so going there doesn't mean you're gonna get jumped by pirates. Basically, it's like it's a bit seedy, kind of where you can get things under the table and whatnot there, so it's profitable.
This sounds like fun.
So you got a run going there. Should be pretty easy. The pirates, it's neutral territory. The pirates have been kind of laying low, so there's not been a lot of them. While the cargo runs getting them chat. You take this load. You go to New Tortuga there on the Haven. Meet my contact. There you go.
All right. Who's the contact?
His name is Dean. Dean Mitchell.
All right.
Like I said, get in there, do that, and then you need more work and whatnot. Said Dean's my man there on the Haven. He can get you pointed in some other direction, or you want to come back this way. It's up to you.
All right. So we're picking up from Maven Haven, right?
You're taking the load into Maven Haven. He's going to have a ship rendezvous with you in let's see. It's going to be a point outside of kind of part of the way to let's see, the rendezvous point. It's going to be in the vicinity of the moon there. It's got the ship coming in from the from deeper sunward there, kind of coming in from Venus. You guys will link up around the moon, and then you'll take it the rest of the way into the Haven.
All right, Cora, get us in orbit of the moon. Wait for a rendezvous.
Okay.
All right. There's no role unless you want to do something special going into the lunar orbit. It's just right there, and it's pretty routine.
Whalers on the moon.
All right, so you guys settle into lunar orbit in order to await your cargo rendezvous.
Tell me when our rendezvous is, Cora. I'm going to be in my quarters.
Alrighty.
All right. So we can advance time a little bit here, unless there's anything anyone needs to do.
Doodle, doodle, doodle.
We'll leap forward in time. Call it a couple of hours later. Hanging out in orbit of the moon. It's been uneventful. I mean, the moon itself is a bit odd in that it's uninhabited for the most part. There are ruins down there that people have been trying to figure out for quite some time, but haven't had much luck with it. But you, after a couple of hours, you guys are hailed by an approaching rocket ship. Not as sleek as the Solar Star, of course. It's kind of a bigger freighter than on the order of a freighter rather than a nimble little scout ship there.
Captain.
Yeah.
On screen.
On my way.
Solar Star, this is Goliath. Please come in.
What was the ship name?
Goliath.
This is Solar Star receiving you.
Here you guys are taking this cargo for the Haven off our hands. Save us the trip out there.
That's the plan.
Relief. Wasn't looking forward to trying to maneuver into this big guy into the belt there.
Can't say I blame you. Quite a handful.
Yeah, doesn't handle like a sports car or anything like that, but does turn quite the profit. We have a lot of stuff in here.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
Excellent. We should be in docking range in a couple of minutes.
Right.
We'll be waiting.
I get up to the cockpit here in a bit, pick up the speaker. All hands report to the cargo bay to transfer cargo. Tag and Binks, you're still on septic
duty.
cleanup.
Boop duty.
Aww.
Jimmy,
Yes, Captain.
once you get down to the cargo, get me a manifest as we load it on. Now see what we're dealing with.
Absolutely, Captain. I will get right on it.
Alex goes and brings Stargin.
Stargin, you've been released from custody now. Being brought to the cargo bay.
I excuse myself for just a moment that I must prepare for a few moments, and then I'll be there immediately.
All right.
And then I will go to my room and then make my way to the cargo bay. Next you see Stargin. You see him very colorful, array of purples and blues and yellows and reds. Stuck in almost every joint you have on the armor is 2 or 3 pansies. He's even tied a couple onto his hammocks. I ran out of spaces, still trying to finish the bucket that I was given, and I was told to use the use the bucket. So quite colorful.
So that's getting some looks from the crew.
Cora actually comes down to make sure the transfer goes okay since the captain's not doing it. Oh, pansies. My grandmother used to grow those in a garden back home.
They are quite beautiful for an earthen flower.
They are pretty hardy, too.
No.
Hardy. You can have that.
Oh, wait. They're hardy?
Point of my punishment may be missed.
He almost perks up just a bit.
He didn't look so beautiful. Thorgan, if you could move those containers from there to there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's the the clamping noise of them, docking clamps latching on, and some buzzers go off, some steam is released because that's what the effects look like. Door opens and
yes, Thorgan has a strength of 7. He does not require.
No, somebody's got this.
I stand off to one side and watch.
Yeah, the door opens and you got you got a trio of guys in them kind of in greenish jumpsuits. All right, Captain Smith, the Goliath. Who wants to sign for this cargo?
I gesture towards Cora.
I'll do it.
So he hands you the clipboard. Jimmy is there. Right. Hey, can I get a copy of the manifest? Captain wants to see it.
Well, if the captain wanted to see the manifest, he should have come down here.
That's what I have underlings for.
Spoken like a Martian.
I know, he spoke just like a Martian.
Sounded just like the prince.
It's exactly the same thing I would have said.
So you signed for eight crates of cargo. The manifest lists them as trade goods and generic. You got some generic trade goods. You've got some food products that will survive the trip out there. Ration packs, that kind of thing. You've also got an impressive number of bottles of rum and other kind of higher quality alcohols as well. And it seems like there's also several boxes of Cuban cigars.
Yeah.
They are required as well to indicate weight, are they not? On the manifest.
Yeah.
Are these being weighed as they're being brought on board?
That's up to you guys.
You
got Thorgan toting them around, but Thorgan's not going to be able to tell.
Right, exactly. So I tell Thorgan, if you would take them over to the loading dock scale.
He's actually moved a good portion of them already, and now he's moving to scale, which is on the other side where he started. There's almost a sigh, but not. He's actually starting to sweat a little because he's not picking up. He can't hold them against himself because he would crush his flowers. So he has to hold them out, which is a lot more difficult.
I feel like you've added a layer of difficulty to this. I'm going to need a roll to see how this is going, I think.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, he's in the process of shame, so.
Yeah, it's a shame process. So this is, your strength is about carrying, but this is about trying not to crush things. So that's a bit different.
Like a coordination.
Yeah. There's going to be coordination in athletics, I think. Because, I mean, the strength is 7. There's no...
I can lift them.
There's no roll there because at a strength 7, you could pick up like 4 at a time and just kind of like, hulk out and whatnot. But to try and do so without ruffling things, that's not a strength thing. That's a finesse thing.
Okay.
So finesse it.
Almost my lowest stat. So coordination plus athletics.
Yeah.
And just for the fun of it, because of this, I'm in the shame process. I am not going to use story point. No. Rolled halfway decent. It was 3, 7, 16.
Wow.
Well, that's above tricky on the scale there. So yeah, you might be sweating, but that's working for you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be that's going to be enough to get done there. So yeah, you're definitely breaking a sweat. You're going to need a breather after this, just because of all the stress you're putting yourself under. But you're not crinkling the panty.
It is the weight of my shame that is causing me to get exhausted.
Sure it is.
Of course it is.
So I, yes, sir, can start moving the stuff back to the other side where the weight is. The scale is.
I am to Jimmy.
Yes. What can I do for you, friends?
Would the captain think it appropriate to compare the expected weight of the cargo being loaded to what is actually seen on our loading dock scales?
Well, Captain is pretty careful, and he wants it to be a quiet run. I can go ask him real quick for you, though.
No, unnecessary. You should take initiative and weigh each box to ensure and compare it to the cargo manifest. I think the captain would be very proud of you if you did this.
That's what a future captain would do.
That's why he has underlings. I mean, crew members.
I think for a moment, we're gonna cut away for a moment to the bridge. Captain, you're hanging out there. Goliath, which is, kind of a boxy, ugly ship compared to the Solar Star, is there. Jimmy appears in the way that he does.
How the fuck? What kind of quantum tunneling shit is he doing? Never mind.
He's a
Never mind.
He's Gallifreyan.
I never said he left the cargo hold.
Yeah, I know, right. Exactly. That concerns me greatly.
We've established he can appear in 2 places at one time.
We try not to think about it. It messes with us.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, here's your cargo manifest.
All right. Wow. Okay.
We're going to weigh them and make sure everything checks out, Captain.
Okay.
All right.
Carry on.
It's disturbing to realize that Jimmy's carrying on 2 conversations at the same time in 2 different parts of the ship. I tried to tell y'all, but that's okay. It's okay. I don't know what's happening, so cool. So epic.
It was like, yeah, we should do this.
Is the cargo all loaded on and are we ready to go?
He was like, yeah, we've got all the cargo. We're just checking the weights now. Thorgan's taking care of the weighing. I'm just watching.
Thorgan?
What? What happened?
Did you call Thorgan?
Yes, he did.
No, I said no. He said Thorgan's helping. I'm like, Thorgan?
Oh, okay.
He's very strong, and he's now brightly colored.
You know what? I don't even want to know.
It's okay. You're gonna find out. He's the talk of the ship right now. You can't not know. Even if you didn't want to know, you're gonna know.
Or know when we're ready to go.
Will do, Captain.
So, the prince is watching, and he's kind of glancing to make sure that there is no discrepancy between the expected weight of the cargo and the actual weight of the cargo. He is suspicious.
Well, everything weighs out to be right. It is the declared weight on the manifest. This is the declared weight on the crate.
Hmm. Well done, Thorgan.
Yeah. Yes, my prince. Thank you.
Now we must clean the road, the cream of rocky, the cream of road of rocks. I don't know what we named it again, but we must clean that. You left some in some rather intricate places in the engineering section.
The evil torture juice cream?
Yes.
Okay.
Come, Thorgan. He kind of glides out of the... You're going to have a bad day.
Oh, he is.
So you had a bad day. So, while they glide out there, Jimmy comes up to you there, Cora. It's like, everything checks out, Cora. Captain wanted me to tell you when we were ready to go, and cargo's ready to go.
All right. Let's go.
All right.
Take her out, Cora. Head for the belt.
Yes, sir.
When we get to the section of engineering that requires cleaning, I hand Thorgan a selection of toothbrushes.
You mean I get to use toothbrushes, Prince? Thank you.
And I hold up gloves.
Your mercy is amazing.
Indeed.
And gloves? Thank you, sir. I don't feel worthy of such.
And a mask.
Too bad you're not a house elf, because he would have clothed you and you'd have been free.
Dobby is free. Yes, no. Yeah, no, we can't have a repeat of, we'll just call it the incident. This must not happen again.
He takes all his implements. And
Clinging implements, flowers everywhere. He's absolutely adorable. I take a picture. Click. Jimmy.
Yes, Brent.
Please place that where everyone in the crew will see it.
Absolutely.
A nice, big, expansive picture so that everyone can see the minutest detail.
I will get that done for you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
No problem.
I believe that he is quantum entangled with the ship itself. Curious. Wonder how that happened. I supervised Thargan cleaning.
Yep, Thargan is down on his hands and knees, scrubbing various crevices.
Thargan, I do not think I can endure any more punishment. It is so boring.
Yes, my prince. I will hurry my cleaning.
Thank you, please. Then we must go do something. I was planning a celebration of the birth of the captain.
That seems like an excellent idea, sir.
I believe Jimmy will be most useful in getting us the components that we need.
He seems to be always available.
I understand humans like bright, shining lights.
Yes, and great music. Loud music.
Yes, loud music and great shining lights.
I believe in parties there is a tradition called a surprise where everyone jumps out from their hidden places and ambushes the person with loud explosions.
No, Thargan, I think that you're confusing it with the tradition of where potential mates who are scantily clad jump out and dive at their potential mate.
They aren't the same thing.
Perhaps they are. We should have both, just in case.
Very wise.
Yes, let us do that. Jimmy. Let's just smash cut away from that because
All right.
the minutia of what's coming is far better when it happens.
All right, so we will. What?
The poor captain.
Poor
As a player, I feel really bad for John. Sorry.
I guess I feel bad too. I had no idea this was going to happen. So I didn't know I was playing a Martian, and I had no idea that it would be a prince. And I had no idea that I would love it so much.
Right.
I'm not sorry. I'd be lying if I said I was.
All right, so we will smash cut from there up to the bridge. Cora, why don't you give me do a piloting roll here just to see how long it's going to take us to get to the belt.
I'm picturing conversations that Thargan and I are having as we're walking down the corridor, and the captain overhears the question of, have we established that the captain only likes to mate with human females? We should investigate. It's kind of all he hears.
I will look into research of all his mating.
That would be most excellent.
I'm sorry, you wanted a piloting roll?
Yes. So it would be coordination and transport, and the +2 for your rocket woman, and the +2 for the ship there.
Let's see. 17.
All right, so you've got a pretty, unless you're looking to, take the scenic route to the belt. And Solar Star is a pretty fast ship, much faster than the freighter you just picked up from there.
Yeah, why complicate things?
Yeah, we're going to take a nice direct route to the Haven there. Get there in a couple of days. Should be nice and quiet. There's not a whole lot going on here. To give Mars a wide berth. Unless, of course, you're looking to, revisit Mars for some reason.
I'm watching Mars recede in the viewport. Actually, he just looks like a little red smudge from here, but he's sad.
Smash that too. sad Prince there, just with the reflection on him there as the ship widens away from it.
Real sad music playing, like.
The celebration plans continue unabated. Who knew we had all these resources aboard ship? we may not even have to leave the ship for anything. Where do all these naked women come from? Why, they were on the ship, Captain. You should check your cargo hold more thoroughly. Where did all these naked men come from? They also were in the cargo hold. You should check your ship more thoroughly.
They've always been here.
Yeah, that's where they live.
They were part of our carry-on luggage.
All right, so we can advance some time here, unless there's anything else you want to do.
No, I'm going to Jimmy whip me up a hamburger. And coffee.
And it continues to be much like all the other coffee and hamburger orders you have placed. Each one is incredibly tasty.
And identical.
And always made to order.
When he sampled, because he doesn't eat ground animal, he did, however, note the number and placement of the sesame seeds on the bun, and he keeps looking at them, going, exactly the same number every time. Exactly the same locations every time.
He manually places each one.
Every time. For quality assurances, he needs to know that his burgers taste precisely the same each time.
Jimmy, McDonald's and fix them.
He feeds his chickens the exact amounts of corn every time for their whole lives. Keeps their feathers numbered.
Yeah, Jimmy has his ways.
Yeah.
Can I say?
For a quantum AI or whatever the hell he is.
Well, he has a singularity vortex in his room. That's where he gets everything. He just reaches in and pulls out.
You've seen his room? I haven't seen his room. Has anyone seen Jimmy's quarters?
I just say conjecturally.
Right, exactly. He doesn't have quarters. Where does he go? Does anyone know?
Into the singularity vortex.
It's exactly where he was born. A mystery that we will probably have to look into at some point, but right now, I suppose it's manageable.
Why would you want to do that?
Why would we ever do that?
He is exceedingly useful. Never mind.
Sargon assumes this is normal and everyone knows. Why would he say anything?
I do ask him where he got where did he get the volunteers who have decided to be inside the cakes? Where did they come from? I'm curious. Actually, I'm a prince. I don't care. As long as my wishes were satisfied. Never mind. I don't care. have to worry about such details.
Like, oh, you want me to put them in there after I bake the cake? Oh, well, that's a misunderstanding.
Poor girl.
Also, we've decided, you know, as I think about it, Falcon, it is time that the captain mated to ensure the longevity of his. We will find an adequate mates. That's what we will do. Yes.
A Martian woman?
I don't know. I think the captain is particular about these sorts of things.
A Martian man?
Maybe. Don't know. He's not expressed interest one way or the other. I suspect it is human females. What we should give him a selection. A Martian woman and a Martian man. A human woman, human man. I know some Venusians who are actually also very comfortable with this sort of thing. Jovians too. Yes, a nice wide selection.
They will be all hard to fit into the cake.
But we must try. We'll make it. We will make them fit.
They all die from asphyxiation.
What's that? Oil. We're coating them in oil so that they're able to slide past one another more effectively. It will make it.
It's the Twister surprise birthday cake crossover you didn't know you wanted.
Why is that cake so big? We needed it big. It's full. The cake is full. That is why.
All right. So, yes, we will advance time. And the solar star has made its way to the asteroid belt. Been a little while since we were here last, blowing up a mining settlement because it was under attack by some bizarre monster thing from an artifact of some sort. Contrary to that time, where we also had a Nazi spy on hand, and this has been a reasonably quiet trip. Kama has kept to himself in the science lab. Bargain hasn't gotten high on Rocky Road. Tag and Binks have finally completed the septic tank duty. The ship is significantly less sticky than it was, thanks to Thargon's cleaning efforts. And the Haven is being large in the viewport.
All right.
Okay.
Let's hail our contact.
All right. So, radio kind of buzzes there for a minute, and then voice pops in. Yeah, what can I do for you?
Dean?
Speaking?
I got a delivery for you.
Ah, you're the ones that Max sent out here?
We sure are.
Well, excellent. You guys are a lifesaver. Shaved good 2 weeks off of them, off the transit time. Had to wait for him. Had to wait for Goliath to get out here.
Glad we can be help. We can be help to you.
Well, that's excellent. You guys want to sit down here in New Tortuga and Get some people over there to offload your ship, or
we will do that. Can you give us landing coordinates?
I will transmit them to you.
All right.
You get the coordinates. Of course, it's landing pad 94. And the aforementioned New Tortuga part of the haven. Let's see, it is a very let's see, it is a very densely populated district filled with gambling dens, bars, shops, vendors, repair garages. Pretty much, it is a black market.
Cookie.
Yes, Captain?
Make sure Romney doesn't go anywhere.
Just lock him in his bunk.
Do I have to stay here on the ship with him?
Yeah, there's too much stuff for him to get in trouble.
Oh, really? Come on. I'm going to blow off a little steam. I didn't get a chance to when we were on Fishwood America. I was too busy hiding from that crazy Martian. All hopped up on ice cream.
Well, I'll give you a choice, Cookie. You can stay here and keep Romney out of trouble, or you can go with the Martians and keep him out of trouble.
Give me Romani.
All right.
I'll stay here. I don't want to. I don't want to handle them on the. No, I'm good.
Glad to hear.
That sergeant guy. He's scary when he's got that axe.
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to cleave me in two if I hadn't given him the ice cream.
Wait, you gave him the ice cream?
Well, if he was that, or I was going to get chopped in half.
Oh.
Do you know anything about Martians?
Well, I know now that they shouldn't eat chocolate ice cream, apparently.
Yep.
But when you've got a crazy one point in the business of a max at you, you don't really care much about that. All you want is to get him out of your face before he hits you with the damn thing. I saw what he did to that spy saying, poor guy's kneecap is shattered.
I will talk to the Martians about that.
Yeah, I think he punches people just for fun or something. So yeah, he wanted all of the Rocky Road ice cream or Road of the Rocks or whatever crazy name they gave it. Like here.
Just think how boring your ship would be if we weren't here.
You know, I'm just going to supervise this offload, and I'll talk to the Martians.
All right.
A good place for us to hang out.
I'll keep Romani out of trouble.
Thank you. You know, my crew, except for Jimmy, needs to know the meaning of the word captain and owner of this ship. And I make my way down to the docking bay.
All right. So you guys settle in there. Come in for a nice smooth landing. As promised, there's some several guys with them. They've got a truck here to have a sled truck thing here to offload the cargo onto.
All right. There's the not Max, the other guy.
Dean?
Is Dean there?
Yeah. Comes up, introduces himself. Well, I'm Dean Mitchell. Take this cargo off your hands.
You're right. Hands him the manifest.
Well, all looks in order.
Yeah, you'll find everything there. And for some reason, my crew wanted to weigh it, so it'll weigh what it says in the manifest.
Well, that's quite thorough. And I can't say that I blame them. You never know what you're going to take on,
Yeah, that's true.
But, Max is a straight shooter.
Yeah. So, am I going to get the credits from you?
Yep, transfer them to your account here. And then, you guys in the market for other work, or what's your plans here on the Haven? It's gonna tomorrow and R, or?
Yeah, I think we need if we got another run, we can make it that.
Yeah. The chair's kind of squeaky here. It's weird. Distracting. Well, I mean, I can certainly set you up with another cargo run if that's what you're looking for.
That'd be great.
And if you're in the market for something else, I think I'll have some options available depending on what you're in the market for.
A nice, easy cargo run. Had a lot of excitement lately. I'm trying to avoid that.
You may have come to the wrong place for that. Haven is many things, but boring is not it. But you're looking to go sunward, or you're looking to go outward?
We can go either way.
Well, I've got a load of equipment going out to the Jovian system there.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right. Yeah, some group of scientists out on Ganymede trying to study the tree people or whatever it is, whatever you want to call them out there. I don't know if they're necessarily, in good with the locals. So I mean, you never know. Ganymedians tend to react poorly to people who poke around too much. But last I heard, they were in a quiet part of the moon. So able to get in there and get out without too much trouble.
Great. How soon can you get us loaded?
Well, I guess we'll load in a couple hours. Faster if you're in a hurry.
It's a couple hours is fine.
All right, yeah. I have the stuff here in a couple of hours then.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you, Dean.
Likewise. See you around.
All right. That's a swell fellow that Dean is.
They're all swell. So, a couple hours to kill here on the Haven. Romani is under lock and key with Cookie keeping an eye on him, so he won't be taken hostage, hopefully.
Or it means that him and Cookie will be taken hostage.
Like, how, Romani? How? You were on the ship. How is this even possible?
The entire ship is taken hostage.
We got a couple hours. That's enough time, right? For that.
Yeah, sure. Someone could come and just grab the ship and run off with it. It's been known to happen before.
What? I wouldn't do that.
I'll grant shore leave for everyone but
No.
Romney and Cookie and Tags and Banks.
Let's hear a moment. Ah, oh yeah, threw them scatters.
All right.
I take Thargan with me. We are getting off of the ship.
Are we getting supplies for the ambush celebration?
The ambush celebration. Yes. Yes, we are.
I'm following, obviously, because you're the prince. You said come, so
Right.
I follow.
I go to their market area. I was told that one could purchase anything here. We will find exotic things, things the captain has likely not seen or experienced.
Well, it is certainly a crowded marketplace. You got people kind of, it's one of those kind of claustrophobic kind of shops and nooks and crannies and people in carts and whatnot there. Just kind of, just things happening all different directions. You've got, lit up displays and people trying to, kind of foisting things in your general direction, essentially.
Right. He allows Thargan to clear a wake for him.
he
walks along his staff.
Easy enough.
Almost
Almost like Fezzik, or not Fezzik. Yeah, Fezzik. Everybody move!
So yeah, you're weaving your way through the crowd there. Exotic delicacies and got them. Looks like off in one corner there's someone hawking weapons that are probably frowned upon in most jurisdictions. People touting upgrades and
Is there any
equipment
stall?
and
sorry.
stuff like that.
Is there any stall that's selling flowers?
You know what? I like it, so I'm going to say yes.
Excuse me, Prince, for just a moment. Thargan would detour towards the flower stall.
All right. We've got a reasonably young woman there at the stall, kind of looks up and kind of taking a breath, like, can I help you?
Still covered in pansies. I wish to buy a potted version of this one.
Just kind of leans. It's like, may I take a closer look, see what you've got?
Yes.
Leans in.
It's
that's pretty impressive. Some impressive decorating work there, if I may say.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think I've got something like that. And she disappears into the back and appears, and it's got a nice, round, one of the, pretty good sized planters there with, a nice arrangement of pansies. Something like this.
And this is one planted in like potting soil and that kind of thing. It's okay.
Yes.
Thargan picks it up and goes, yes, this will do.
Well, okay. Sure. And so that to you, no problem. And yeah, there's no money or anything here, so
charge it to the Solar Star, and include a tip for yourself.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Thank you. And turns around and rejoins the prince, holding his pot.
The prince makes no comment.
Continue on the rows to find whatever the prince is looking for. Sorry.
All right. I'll need 10 of those, 20 of those. Charge them to the Solar Star. Oh, yes. And 3 of those. What are your, and I asked several people, what are your rates? How much do you charge for a day? A day and a night. How do you define a night? Is that 8 hours or 16?
Depends on what we're doing that night, I guess, is what you're looking for here.
How long does your normal mating ritual require?
Well, it depends on the guy, and some last longer than others, but usually a couple of hours suffice.
So
the captain must be very virile.
I was
a Martian type.
Yes, virility. Yes.
Yeah.
Several hours. Are you able to tolerate such vigorous mating?
Well, yeah, we can make arrangements for that. So you two are looking for women, is what I'm looking at here.
Or men, if not established. We'll need 3 of each. What species do you have available?
Wow.
We're going to be
primarily human. We do have a few Martians. So that's what you're interested in.
We'll take all of the Martians and give me 2 human males and 2 human females.
Absolutely.
We'll charge that to the Solar Star.
Charge it to the Solar Star.
The guy's like, we'll do, all right.
The captain is going to jettison us. We are going in the...
Are those fresh strawberries? No, fresh berries of straw? Yes.
Strawberries? Yeah, as fresh as you can get out here. It came right from the hydroponics from the hydroponics dome.
Need 2 pints of those.
Okay.
Charge those to the Solar Star.
Could they paid for a cargo run?
Right. Take another one just to get out there.
Fresh berries of straw. Ew.
All right, so while the spending spree goes on there, Captain Cora, what are you two up to here?
That's a good question. Everybody's off the ship, right? Most everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, except for Tag, Banks, Cookie, and Romani. Everyone else is.
Yeah.
Kama apparently is still holed up in his science lab, so he's here. But
yeah,
he's pretty much.
He's working on singularities. Of course, he kind of tangled up there for a while.
Yeah.
That's why I do.
Yeah, I'm enjoying not having crew members.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Martians.
Probably quite peaceful, almost not like it used to be.
I'm reading
All right.
the Mickey Spillane mysteries.
So, Captain's enjoying the quiet. Cora, what are you up to?
Sorry. In the galley having something to eat.
I had a burger
Shut up, you.
and a fry.
Shut up, you. And cook my own food, thank you.
I use the ship's communicator to call Jimmy.
Before you do that, Cora, you get to the galley, and it's been cleaned up since Thargon's rampage. You do notice that they're posted, like on the bulletin board there, is a blown up picture of Thargon in his armor covered in flowers.
Wearing gloves with a toothbrush in one hand.
Yes.
And a mask.
Wow. Interesting. I'm looking at it for a couple moments.
Such a beauty. You just have to stare.
Some people have kind of posted like scraps of paper notes like, looking good, Thargon. The warrior ready for battle.
Or the, I love how purple pansies go with his eyes.
Purple really brings out his eyes.
Makes them pop.
Thargon will not get any of the sarcasm.
No.
We did the wall for.
I knew the crew respected my warrior powers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I'll tell him it's here.
No. That's not.
Let him be surprised.
And the things start being brought into the galley.
So while you're enjoying the artwork, Prince, you said you're going to call Jimmy, huh?
Yes.
Hey, Prince, what can I do for you?
If you'd be so kind as to make sure that all of these things make their way to the galley. We should have the celebration while we are docked. I suspect the captain would not like anything to disrupt the normal operation of the ship.
Yeah, he doesn't much like it when that happens.
Yes. So these several people will be put. I expect at least 2 or 3 of them will be overnight guests. Night on a ship makes no sense. But in any case, he should be mating with several of these people. I suppose the captain will choose which ones he wants. In the meantime, make sure all of them are available for his use. And then make sure they all are in the cake. And then also the berries of the straw and the berries that are blue and the berries that are black, all of them are to be laid out, arrayed. Find the most alluring of them and then array them about their bodies. Here, he goes on with detailed instructions about where everything's supposed to go. And then the musicians are to be over on the stage, yes? Just, you know what to do.
Sure thing, Prince.
All right, at which point, he's like, well, Thargon, I'm positively exhausted. Planning.
All that planning and ordering, it must be very hard work.
I know. I mean, pointing and directing and ordering is so exhausting.
It even required you to walk.
I know.
Considerable distance.
Were it not undignified, I'd have you carry me back, but really, with just one of you, you couldn't probably fare me. I'd need at least 6.
It would be hard to pick the I just drew a blank.
A proper litter.
Yeah, litter.
Do they have a litter? Yeah, look around.
You kind of get whatever you want to here, so.
No.
Everything seems to be of minimal or be of no cost here, so.
Minimal or no cost. Yeah. Maybe.
Because you don't have the bill.
Right. You just tell them to charge it to the Solar Star, whatever charging. I don't know why recharging the energy source is considered payment, but either way, human customs.
Our work here is done, Thargan. You shall return to the ship to ensure the planning goes smoothly.
Yes, I will make sure the ambush is well set.
We get back to the ship.
All right, so you guys are heading back to the ship. Meanwhile, in the galley, Cora, your attempt at quiet time is interrupted by Jimmy rolling in.
And 2 mimes. I don't know why.
Jimmy's just kind of rolling into the galley with all sorts of items.
Jimmy,
oh, hi, Cora.
There's food, drinks.
what is all of this?
Stuff the Prince and Thargan got while they were off ship in the Haven. They've been planning a party.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
For what reason?
You guys actually tell Jimmy what the party's for?
We told him, yeah.
We mentioned the captain, yeah, because we were asking questions about what the captain liked, and
oh yeah, that's right. They're throwing a party for the captain. I think it's swell. Really nice of them.
Okay. Strange, but okay. Are they on their way back here?
I believe so, yes.
Mm-hmm.
They had a few more things to pick up in advance of it.
I see.
I have to make cakes now for people to jump out of.
I'm sorry, run that by me one more time.
The Prince and Thargan hired a bunch of men and women for, well, they called it the mating ritual. I think they were talking about sex. But he wants them to jump out of cakes.
You know what? Great. Fantastic. Let them do it. Go right ahead. You know what? I have no problem with that.
All right.
I keep forgetting Jimmy's like 12, right?
Is there anything I can do to help?
What was that?
In fact, Jimmy, is there anything I can do to help?
Well, there's a lot to do. If you wanted to set up the stage for the band and get the mimes positioned, and I've got all these blueberries and strawberries and blackberries they want arranged. That's it.
A band and mimes, did you say?
I got a couple of mimes, yeah. I didn't even know the captain liked mimes.
Nobody likes mimes.
Well, maybe they don't know that. The Martians don't know that. You know, they're from Mars.
It's gonna be so good. It's so good. It's so good.
Well, especially when he gets the bill for this party he didn't want.
So good.
All right. Well, I tell you what. Why don't we both get this stage set up, and then I'll help you with the other stuff.
Excellent. Thanks for the help, Cora.
But put it over the top where the mimes. That always does it. It's like the cherry on top or the lit stick of dynamite on top, one or the other. Yeah.
Or both.
Or both. Yes. Or both.
Oh, this should be interesting.
It should be.
So, the preparations continue in the galley. Thargan and the Prince make it back to the Solar Star. Find that their preparations are in full swing.
We threw ourselves into assisting with the preparation. Yes. Oh, and all of the captain's favorite foods. Yes. Juicy steaks.
He really likes hamburgers and coffee.
And juicy steaks. He likes juicy steaks.
He does like steaks too.
Yes.
I'll be sure we have plenty of hamburgers and steak and coffee.
Yes, hamburgers, steaks, and coffee for everyone.
Oh, that's right. There's no alcohol allowed on the ship.
Anymore. He didn't say anything about drugs, though.
That's all. Like, oh, you know, it's not a party till someone does a line of coke off of a stripper's ass. I'm just saying.
Or eat hash brownies.
and the Martians will thread the fuck out of a needle. They'll be like, how about barbiturates and amphetamines? We can have those, right? Those are not alcohol. Okay.
Got your uppers, your downers.
And lovely aromatic cigarettes that some people are very fond of. Can we get several dozen of those? Oh, we go right back out there and be like, build out to the Silver Star.
Don't forget the hash for the cake.
That's not a cigarette. That's a cig of weed.
Pot brownies for all.
Not take the brown acid.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, we will. That's exactly within my wheelhouse. I will thread the HE double hockey stick side of that needle. Be like, he said no alcohol. He said nothing else. Said nothing about mood altering drugs, which actually are quite fun from humans. Yeah, big party bowl full, right there.
Come on in. The drugs are that way. The beer is that way.
Okay.
Right.
But the non-alcoholic beer is that way.
I think in the 1930s, if you had non-alcoholic beer, you'd become a communist.
You know, you were a communist there. I mean, you couldn't have reefer or anything like that because of reefer madness. You can't have that. But yeah, you had to have alcohol. If you weren't drinking, you know something with alcohol in it, then yeah, you were definitely a commie pinko scum.
And what did we learn? We learned that the United States, without some kind of mood-altering substance, is a powder keg waiting to freaking explode. That's what we learned. We're like, oh, no. We need something, some kind of drug, some kind of liquor, something. Otherwise, it's ugly here. Ugly. So, yeah. We throw the party.
So, yeah, with that's we got preparations ongoing there.
Meanwhile, the captain is kept away from the galley.
Mm-hmm.
Still hanging out in your quarters, enjoying the quiet there, Captain? Or
yeah,
completely oblivious.
It's Mickey Spillane. He's a good writer.
He is. Yeah.
All right, so your preparations for the party are complete.
Excellent. I walk around and giving a final inspection. Yes, the food looks exquisite. The band is set. All of the captain's favorites are here. The captain's concubines are loaded into the cakes from which they will launch their ambush. Yes.
I believe it's customary for the participants to also be prepared to ambush the birthday boy.
Yeah.
I notice I have set so many items in strategic locations very tactically that we could launch from there at any moment.
I believe all the weapons should be ceremonial, however.
Oh.
There's not really any weapons at a surprise party, so.
No?
No.
I believe that.
Dargan starting to remove some of the hidden weapons he had at various spots.
Put
them away.
I pick up the sword. You should take that. Wait. No, I'll keep this.
But I thought a really good party was supposed to slay.
No.
You were supposed to kill it.
No. I don't think so.
Very well.
I think that person we should not have asked for assistance from. But it's okay. The rest, no bloodshed, only happiness.
Big pile of weapons that he's now escorting out of the galley that he had stashed for the.
Thank
Take
you.
us back to our quarters, Targan. Back to our quarters. They're all ours.
Probably so.
They're all ours. But we collect them. What do you want? All right. Now, someone will need to Jimmy.
Yes, Prince. What can I do for you?
Could you have the captain come to the galley?
Absolutely. I'll go get him for you.
Do not tell him why.
Well, of course. Everyone's a surprise.
Of course. We are supposed to attack from darkness, are we not?
Yeah, it's always best. We have the advantage that way.
All right.
Yes, I am totally thinking that of a war scenario. But with no weapons.
So, you smash cut to the captain's quarters. There's a knock at your door.
Yes.
Captain, it's Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. What can I do for you?
Oh my gosh.
ISO 9000 certified. Woohoo!
What science fiction show is that from?
That is from Space Mutiny.
Wow.
1988 South African sci-fi movie starring former Captain America Red Brown that is deeply terrible. Shamelessly reuses Battlestar Galactica footage for all of its ships and combat stuff. Has a plot that doesn't make any sense. was filmed in a disused brewery or something in South Africa. So you've got this huge colony ship that's been traveling in space because it was launched from an overcrowded planet and they're going to a new home and they've been in space for 13 generations. So this huge generational ship with a bunch of brickwork in their engineering room.
My goodness.
And windows that are clearly showing bright fucking daylight come through.
Nice.
But then the bridge, that's a scene from the bridge. The bridge is some generic office, essentially. It's got a bunch of computers sitting there where they kind of threw some vaguely sci-fi things around, but it's just your random work terminals and some keyboards, and they put everyone in stupid outfits and called it the bridge.
And this movie features one of the worst continuity errors ever.
Yes, a character dies. You have Lieutenant Lamont from the bridge gets killed by the evil Caligon, who's going to take over the ship because he's tired of being in space. And she's on to his plan, so we shoot her, and she dies. Then, about 5-10 minutes later, cut to a scene on the bridge, and there she is at her station. But we never see her after that, and no one's terribly concerned that she's dead and not showing up for duty. We just never mention her again after that.
Wait, Mike and William, you've never seen Space Mutiny?
I don't think so. No.
Oh my god.
It's on YouTube. You can just YouTube Space Mutiny MST3K and it'll come up.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You have to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And MST3K got a hold of it in season 8, and It's one of their classic episodes. It made their 20th anniversary edition. I've watched it entirely too many times. And then Riff Tracks did it live during this year, during the first of 2018's live show. They riffed it live, where they did like the uncut version of the movie.
God.
Just delightfully insane. There's like the enforcers. That's what Calgon leads. Like, I guess it's sort of like the security force or whatnot.
Yeah.
They have little enforcer mobiles, which are like pseudo go-karts that they drive around the dusty bowels of the ship in. And so you have these stupid rinky-dink looking little go-kart things, and they have like two separate chase scenes that just go on for fucking ever, of two go-karts, like two souped up bumper cars chasing one another. and you've got like Red Brown is the hero, and he is generic slab a white guy. The female lead is some scientist that he falls in love with. They have no on-screen chemistry, despite the fact that they've been happily married for quite some time in real life. There's got exactly zero on-screen chemistry.
Oh, that's
whatsoever.
That's awesome.
That's where we got the doctor lady thing that we did during the Doctor Who thing.
Yeah.
That's why Bryce was pregnant.
Oh,
it's just so many quotable lines. Cameron Mitchell is the guy in charge of the ship. He's got a muumuu and a beard. He looks like sci-fi Santa Claus. But even with the beard, he looks like he's the exact same age as his daughter, who's the female love interest.
They used footage from Battlestar Galactica, the old TV show.
Yeah, just all of their ship effects are that.
Oh, we're forgetting the Valorians.
And then randomly, magic dancing alien women show up. And I'm not exaggerating that. That's what they are. They show up and they go in a room, and then they just kind of cavort around the room in leotards with a bunch of like the electric spheres like you used to get at Spencer's Gifts hanging around. The electric globes, but they appear and disappear like there's nothing in the room, and they don't show up in any luggage, right? But then all of a sudden there's this huge stand of things they're dancing around like it's their altar, and then it's gone. But then they're like using like some weird psychic powers to talk to the captain, to influence people, that they kind of drag a couple of random enforcers down there and have sex with them apparently for filler reasons. I have no idea.
That is added to my YouTube watch list.
By the way, add if you will, Neil Stryker and the Tyrant of Time. That is just fun. It's terrible, but intentionally so, which actually makes it quite enjoyable. Actually, that one I think is on either Netflix or Amazon. I think it's Amazon, and you can watch that if you have Prime. But it's about some kind of hardened, space marine mercenary something, and he has to go after this guy, this scientist that broke out of prison that he used to work with. But it's done in the style of the 1980s, but it's terrible.
Oh man, just looking at the box art.
It's glorious. Watch and enjoy, and realize that you will get everything. You're going to get sci-fi. You're going to get some fantasy. You're going to get blood, gore, every weird ass trope from the 1980s about how men and women interact, and how odd that was, and how the weird relationship that the officers, the officer who's always the anti-hero, is always interacting with the ostensibly his boss at the station. It's just watch it. horrible special effects. For some reason, they're using a blimp in the middle of the city. There are cheese explosions. You know, the one point there's a fight and he's like, "What do you gotta do? She's a girl. You can't hit her." Which he proceeds to beat the shit out of her. It was just terrible. So
nice.
You're welcome. Watch that.
The other one that's a fan favorite too is the Final Sacrifice.
Oh God, that one.
Which is just, it was all filmed in Canada, which you can totally tell, but
so much Canadian stuff.
They're chasing this kid and he runs into this drifter who used to be part of the cult. It's just one thing after another, and it's just, oh my God.
Rousdower is just magnificent.
Zap
Rousdower, that's his actual name.
That's also on YouTube. You can look that up. I think that's on Mystery Science Theater's channel, where you can just Final Sacrifice MST and it'll come up.
Oh God, that thing! It was like a Canadian film student's final project or something like that, and oh my God, like the main character is this twerpy little kid. And then, like I said, the hero is Zap Rousdower, who
kid's name
the only way he could be more Canadian is if he was covered in maple syrup. He's got a big bushy mustache, a mullet, and runs around in a jean jacket and jeans. There's a Valerian vaginism showing you there. They just dance around in that.
They do make a Stevie Nicks comment. It's like the Stevie Nicks workout video or something.
And that would have been the right time period too. Yes.
Yeah.
When you get a bunch of women together, it's either Tupperware party or witchery.
Oh my goodness.
Mrs. Claus and I have an open relationship.
If you watch any Mystery Science Theater 3000, watch that one.
That one, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. God, that movie is just
wow.
Just magnificent.
Almost a Corman film that they've done.
Oh my God.
Slayer was my favorite. Female share. Beverly, what's her face? From My Three Sons. Female sheriff. That's
oh my goodness. Watch the Neil Stryker trailer. Oh my goodness.
It's glorious. I kid you not. You have it. There's even a musical part in there.
I have a couple of movies to watch tomorrow at work then.
Oh my gosh. The musical part is actually quite good. I was sitting there laughing like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. And I'm like, pay attention. You have seen that guy before. And he's like, wait, who is that guy? Have I seen him before? I'm like, yeah. That guy is playing two parts in the movie. And you're like, yes. He and Neil Stryker both are playing two parts in the movie. It's like
only so much money to go around for actors.
No, it was great. I have to admit, I'm like, okay, they could have easily made something far lower budget, a nice solid drama for whatever they spend on this, but oh no. Oh, the robots are great too.
Go big or go home.
Oh my gosh, the robots are awesome. You'll know when the robot scene happens, you're gonna be like, wow. I forced my friends to watch it. They claimed they hated it, but they laughed. They were like, what the hell is going on with these robots? I'm like, yeah, I know, right? So I don't want to spoil it for you, so enjoy that.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow. Good.
Captain deserves a party.
So yeah, Jimmy is at your door there, Captain.
How can I help you, Jimmy?
Well, Captain, something I need you to check out in the galley.
Okay, Jimmy.
What happened? It just
all right. Well, let's get on down there. Get this taken care of.
All right.
I said, it's nothing bad. Dargan isn't high on ice cream or anything again.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You ever read any Mickey Spillane?
No, I haven't.
I recommend it to you, Jimmy. It'll be a good influence on a young man like you.
Well, I want to be like you when I grow up, so I'll grab some from the library.
But you will never grow up, Jimmy, because you are the real boy.
Mike has got some of our
homebrew there.
Some Chicago classic beer.
Good stuff.
I love this beer.
And we share it, not like those nuclearist people in Wisconsin.
Share it, they just don't sell it in our state.
Well, they force you to come to Wisconsin to get
exactly.
it.
Well, really, how else are they get people to go to Wisconsin if they don't force people to come there? When you look at it,
there's no good reason to go there.
You've been to the Dells, Bryce. Come on.
I have, and I will say now that I've been to the Dells and I live up here, like going back to the MST3K line, line of thought, it makes the giant spider invasion episode like 50 times funnier because there's so many of the references are Wisconsin based and I get them now.
The Dells is just like one cheap attraction after the other.
Exactly. It's just a collection of them right there.
Right. They're cheap. We'll just take all these alligators and we'll put them in a pen.
And ta-da! It's an attraction. Look, get some science stuff. It's got underneath the tent. Ta-da! It's a Tommy Bartlett's Explorer.
We're gonna make this water slide look like a giant toilet bowl. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Ta-da! It's an attraction. We're going to build the White House upside down. Ta-da! It's an attraction.
Well, before we met you and Andrea at the alligator place, we went to have that old-timey picture taken.
Yeah.
Down that road, that street, where Ripley's is and everything. I don't know if you went down that.
Yeah.
There's about 5 of those places. So we're going to one. We're waiting for the rest of our family to show up, and like, no, we're at the one down the street.
Like, no, not that one. The other one.
Keep going.
The other one. No, not that one. Go past that one. The next one. Yes. Nice.
Build this giant restaurant with an arcade. So when we make you wait to get seated, you can go spend money in the arcade.
You know, drop money in there. Ta-da! It's an attraction.
You know what? If you're gonna do that, you may as well go to Uranus. Oh my God, where is it at? Uranus. It's Uranus. Is it in Texas? Kentucky? I can't remember where it is. Hang on a minute.
Sounds like something.
I think I'm gonna go there because it sounds like fun.
What was the one that we kept seeing pictures of in Kentucky or billboards?
Wow, it was all the zip lining in the caves.
Yeah, the Louisville caves.
The caves, yeah, the zip lining.
Oh, it's in Missouri. It's in Missouri.
Nobody goes to Missouri.
Hey, listen, you will for this. Uranus, Missouri, also simply called Uranus, is a tourist attraction located in the rural area of Pulaski County, Missouri, along Route 66. It is a shopping mall consisting of a fudge factory, and general store, a sports bar, a nightclub, a tattoo shop, a festival food truck lot, and an outdoor store with a gun range and pro shop.
Got everything you could ever possibly need.
The DJs at our local radio station, at our local major radio station, decided to go there for like 2 or 3 days. They had a blast. And the guy, they met up with the guy who's like the mayor, and it was one butt joke after another after another. It was either he goes, well, you need to go over there and get you some freshly packed fudge. It was along those lines, right? But it was one after the other, after another, after another, after another, after another.
Freshly packed fudge from Uranus.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that was the best. And apparently it's great fun. So I'm like, okay, that might be something to talk about.
Yeah, the Dells is fun in a freak show kind of way.
As is,
Yes.
What other place you go?
Missouri, yes, is probably fun in a freak show kind of way.
Yeah.
And one of them said, I think I gained 5 pounds there. The fudge was so good.
You need to go there just so you can say you had a lot of fun in Uranus.
Exactly. This is exactly right. And it's only 66, so apparently it's supposed to be riding down that way anyhow. I'm sorry, we have digressed yet again.
We almost got started.
Okay.
Well, we're getting towards the time is advanced on us here, and Johnson's got an ending line here, so.
Yeah.
So Jimmy brings the captain to the galley, where it is dark.
Why are the lights off, Jimmy?
Ambush! Sergeant does it out of turn.
What?
The lights come on.
Wake up,
surprise party, Captain!
And then there's a loud scream of surprise. And then several of us actually actively hold Tharkin back. No, not an actual ambush. Not an actual ambush.
We must wake up the birthday maiden.
Wait, this is for my birthday?
Yes.
That's not for another 6 months.
No, it's a celebration of your birth, not your birthday.
You obviously weren't born today.
Well, that was my ending line.
Mine will be, we have your mates freshly baked in a cake for you.
Jimmy did it, so I think they're actually not cooked.
Oh.
Well, that's good to know.
It would preclude the mating.
Yeah.
By the way, we've prepared for you several hours of nonstop mating.
What?
Yes, we paid for the entire time already.
Yes, so you
Don't
may
make use
utilize
of it.
any of them in any combination you wish. We've even thrown in a couple of Martians.
You should definitely partake. Sorry, Mike.
If you hated us before. Oh, man.
You may send us to go shopping and then fly off.
Jimmy, let them out of the cake.
Kind of clasps his hands and people spring out of cakes.
Okay.
Several people.
Yes, I appreciate the gesture. No offense to you. There's going to be no mating.
But how will you make certain that your magnificent genes are spread to the next generation along several vectors?
You must impregnate some of them.
I mean, Admittedly, we do not expect that you are genetically compatible with Martians, yet there is no reason why you may not demonstrate your virility. I mean, clearly, we are impressed. We figure they will as well.
One day I'll meet the right girl. And maybe we will have some kids.
Well, wait, you will only take one girl?
One partner?
Yes.
What?
One wife.
How will you be prepared if you do not practice? You must train.
That means you'll only have maximally 1, 2, 3. See, human females remain only fertile for approximately 4 to 4 decades, which means that you can have them soon. I mean, theoretically, one woman can give birth to one child per year at once mating age becomes purple. That's only 40 children. That will hardly do. Now, if you spread it out amongst this woman here, that woman there, perhaps even Cora will decide to actually bear a child or two for you. Which case,
I'm sorry, no. No.
we can
No,
I do get amused out of that.
Yeah.
I can't look over Cora and smile.
So
okay. I appreciate you went to all this trouble. I will attend your party. There'll be no mating.
I'm sorry, there will be no mating.
Well, Prince, if we've already paid, for the Martians.
Yes, Dog, of course.
It's already been charged to the ship.
What? Yeah, of course. What? Okay. You can simply stay for the food. We have mimes. I bring the mimes forward. Go. Show the captain.
Thargan, what did you mean? Charged to the ship?
Well, that's how you get things to be brought here, correct?
Jimmy?
Yes, Captain.
How much did this cost?
Well, the Martians spent, all told, Sounds like no economics in this game. There's no prices on things. They spent 1,200 credits.
And that's how much we got paid for this job. Okay.
That was good that you had the money then. Credits.
It's a real glass half full. I'm looking at that.
No purchases on the ship's account without the captain's express permission.
It will make surprises very difficult.
No. Next addendum. No surprise parties.
The ship's rules lesson just keeps longer and longer.
Jimmy, these rules are getting longer and longer. Do you have a compiled list of things we are not to do?
Jimmy produces a list. There you go.
Yeah, hang on to it. Apparently, it's going to get longer.
It probably already has. Does it already have?
I've already updated it.
Yeah. It's already current within seconds.
Well, I tell the people who are standing around now, mostly naked but bored, well, may as well eat and enjoy. It's a party. Somebody hauls out a couple of maracas and all of a sudden it just goes crazy.
And I think as it goes crazy, we will fade to black and call it a night.